story time on how I got my brand in Urban Outfitters. So this was actually, I've been in Urban Outfitters or had my brand in Urban Outfitters many times over the years, and I've actually made products for Urban Outfitters that they have sold under their own brand as well. So we've been in Urban Outfitters in and out many times over the years, but the very first time that my product was in Urban Outfitters was because of this magazine article. This is from Nylon Magazine in August of 2004, but this was before social media. So in those days, if you wanted your brand to be discovered, you had to be featured in different magazines. And Nylon Magazine featured my Handy Candy hand cream in this tiny, tiny little picture on this article. And I never expected really anything to come from it because it was such a small little feature. But I did get a call from the buyers at Urban Outfitters. They love the product, they love the brand, and they ordered in quite a few of my products. And at the time, I was still making most of my products in my kitchen. And what I wasn't making in my kitchen, I was ordering from production, and I had a lab that was making them. But unfortunately, the lab had a 25-gallon minimum if you wanted to have them fill your products into your containers and label them and get them all completed. And I couldn't afford a 25-gallon minimum because I had so many products. And so I could only afford the 10-gallon minimum, and that is where they would make them in big 5-gallon buckets. And then you would have to fill them into your own packaging and label them yourself. And so I had an assistant that worked with me, and I had to not only package and label the product, I had to literally put them into the bottles. So I had to pump the bubble bath into the bottles, the body creams into the jars, and package them and get them ready and send them out to Urban Outfitters. And that's how we got that brand. And don't be shy, because I got my brand in many department stores and other stores by just picking up the phone and calling the buyers. You can usually find the buyer office if you just look up the address or the phone number for any big department store or any big store, and just call them up and ask what is the number to the buying office. So that's what I used to do anyway. And I got my brand into Lord & Taylor that way. I've reconnected with buyers at Urban Outfitters several times that way. But just I even know the address to Urban Outfitters still to this day. It's 2000 Broad Street, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, I think, because I looked up the address and I just got their phone number and I called them. So don't be shy. If you have a brand that you want to pitch to buyers, just call them on the phone or send them product in the package, in a cute package, and send them the product. And then also nowadays, there is another way that you can get discovered by buyers, and that is called RangeMe.com. I have been discovered by grocers and department stores through RangeMe, but that is a place where category buyers review brands for their stores. So Sephora sources products that way, Ulta sources products, Whole Foods, they all source their products that way. So you definitely want to have a presence on RangeMe if you have your own brand. So those are a couple of ways that if you want to get your brand into large retailers, you can reach out personally, and you can also sign up for RangeMe, and that's a good way to get started.